the Gen Z gender war. And I totally never said gender war. I would never say this, whatever. Either way, let's
Gen
go.
Z is currently at war, but not the kind of war being fought with weapons or bombs, but something far more dangerous: feelings. We're in the middle of an ongoing divide between...
Is that allowed? Is that allowed? Feelings?
Men and women that's only getting worse. Women say it's men's fault the world is the way it is today, and men are saying the same thing right back. And the biggest battlefield this war is being waged on is social media. We're in the trenches of...
Yeah, we've talked about that many times, bro. I'm so sick and tired of it, let's be honest. Oh, I'm so sick and tired of it. I'm so sick and tired of women just trash-talking men all day long. Oh my god. Not to say that they aren't men just trash-talking women for the sake of it, sure they are. But right now, the most prevalent one, the biggest one that there is that is annoying is literally feminism, third-wave feminism, where women are celebrating themselves, putting themselves up at the cost of putting men down. So, yeah.
The TikTok algorithm, and the fighting continues on the Twitter timeline. And this has been happening for a while now, but sadly, none of the commentary around it has been productive. No one is actually trying to understand the issue. It's just one side trying to tell the other that they're wrong. People are constantly doubling down and turning every interaction between men and women into a pointless power struggle.
That's true.
Is heating up on Love Peninsula. All right, I'm gonna just holler at your sister then. Oh, really? My sister? I mean, yeah, she looked better. Oh my God, you were so... I can't stand him. He's so toxic. I mean, honestly, I kind of agree with him. She really did him dirty. Are you serious? He literally manipulated her. Okay, but she was flirting with that other guy in the hot tub. That was before they were a couple. This is the problem with men. You guys never understand women. Well, women are always the ones making it complicated. Oh,
true! True! Happy partner anniversary, sorry. Why are you saying sorry? Thank you.
So it's about women now? Well, you made it about men. You know what? You should sleep on the couch tonight. I'm not sleeping on the couch. This is my house. Gen Z is a generation that is constantly...
I will say this again. I've said this many times. Making your partner sleep on the couch is such a douchebag thing to do. Bro. It's the most retarded thing you could do.
Battling loneliness, mental health struggles, and a general lack of community. And constantly fighting each other isn't making it any better. We're in this weird spot where we have a bunch of men who hate women, but also want to date women, and a bunch of women who hate men, but also want to date men. So everything is just extremely hostile all the time. The weird part, though, is that each side swears that they have it worse than the other, when in reality, we're facing a lot of the same problem.
We're both having it bad. Yeah, sorry about talking over it. We're both having it bad. Like, men and women complement each other. We literally need each other. Like, we make up for each other's, what's the word? For each other's losses? You know? Shortcomings, I guess. That word, maybe. Yeah, but, like, literally, this entire gender war is so fucking bullshit. Men bad, women bad, blee blue blah. Can we all just get a fucking long? Like, Jesus Christ, it's not that hard. Men like men things, women like women things, and both like each other. Woo! Just get along, man.
Side swears that they have it worse than the other, when in reality, we're facing a lot of the same problems. A lot of men talk about a male loneliness epidemic and say that it's difficult for them to approach women, but many women are also dealing with loneliness and feel uncomfortable and awkward when they interact with men. But instead of coming together, everyone just blames each other. Male loneliness is being branded as a male loser epidemic, and people
Oh my god, it is. I was so surprised, bro, that this was actually a thing. Remember when we watched the Shu video? I actually thought Shu just made that turn up, but no. That actually exists. What the fuck?
Trying to make their exceptions to who deserves to feel lonely. I know it's easy to pretend that loneliness only happens to people we don't like, but a lot of people are out there struggling. Drawing lines where they don't belong only takes our focus away from the real issue. Gen Z as a whole are struggling. That's what this entire...
Bro, not only Gen Z. Everyone's struggling. Like, I'm a millennial. A lot of you guys that watch me are millennials. I see you. I see my age demographics. We also got older people and younger people, right? Everyone's struggling. This isn't just a Gen Z thing. It is pretty prevalent and pretty apparent in Gen Z, but everyone's struggling.
Thing is about. Women have the idea that all men want to do them harm, and men have the idea that women are evil demons who want to traumatize them. And to be honest, there's a lot of credit to those feelings. Young people especially are very vulnerable to violence and harm in their relationships. There are dangerous people out there, and it's important that we're cautious about who we trust to be in our lives. But I don't think it's healthy for us to constantly live in fear of each other either. But because men and women don't talk, we automatically assume the worst about each other. However, despite this, Gen Z is still longing for connection. Both men and women are still seeking companionship with one another, but nobody knows how to do it anymore. There's a lot of politics involved in dating now. And
oh boy. I'm Gen Z, and for some odd reason we are the loudest about it. Yeah, might be true. I'm not entirely sure, but might be true. Like, it's like the youngest millennials and Gen Zs, I guess. Like, a lot of the younger millennials are also fitting in that group. I feel like there's a lot of overlap.
A lot of it is the result of negative experiences on both ends. Many women have had a lot of negative experiences with men on an individual level, which causes them to be more wary.
And also the opposite.
They recognize potentially problematic behaviors in guys, and as a way to protect themselves, distance themselves from men. And many men have also dealt with women who have genuinely tried.
Yeah, but it's important to see that this is on an individual base and not doesn't mean everyone is bad. It doesn't mean everyone is bad. It's just individual basis.
To do harm to their lives, reputations, and mental health as well, which causes a lot of men to be discouraged from approaching women entirely. And before I continue, speaking as a man who has a primarily male audience, we have to recognize—
low-key chill guy. Wow. I wanted to see that demographic thing again. Female 12%, male 86%, uses sulfide 0.6. Oh, you guys can see that? My female viewer base has gone up. And I don't know if more males just dropped me, or if we actually gotten more female viewers. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I suddenly appeal to women. Maybe I'm just— I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I used to be on like a 3%, like 2 to 3% female viewer basis. And now, they went to Hexagon. Shut the fuck up. No, the men are going for Hexagon, not the women. Audience. Oh, you're saying the men went to Hexagon. Oh. 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 Where is it? I have in the last 28 days 14.4% female viewers. What happened? What happened? What did I do in the last 28 days? But it's not even only last 28 days. It's like last 90 days. Last 90 days, female 11%. Bro, what have I suddenly been doing that's also appealing to female viewers? Hi, ladies. That's a wild percentage, bro. What the fuck, actually? I feel like Kitsu just low-key roasted Hexagon by saying none of the females are going for him. No such thing as a female on the internet. You know what? That's very fair. To be honest, I did make more VTuber content. Maybe more women consume VTuber content? No, that wouldn't make sense. There's a lot of males watching VTuber content. I really have no idea where all the female viewers are coming from. Hey, if you're a female viewer on YouTube right now, tell me how you found me. Like, comment it. Like, comment it down below. Like, I'm actually so surprised we have that many females. Like, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? 11% is— bro, it's not 11, it's 14%. On the last 28 days, it's 14%. 14.4% females. Ladies, can you offer any assistance?
We have to recognize that when it comes to these dangers, women are just a bit more vulnerable than we are. Men can be victims of a lot of the same things that women face. I, unfortunately, have experienced it myself. But we live in a world where women are the ones put in danger more often. It's something to keep in mind because I remember having a conversation with a female friend once that put things into perspective for me. It's so hot this summer. I've barely been able to go outside and take a walk. Yeah, the weather's
Whoa.
crazy. That's why I go on walks at night. You go on walks at night? Yeah, it's so much better. It's not as hot and it's nice and quiet. You should.
I could never. I'm scared of the dark. And I'ma be honest, yes, I am also scared of potential creeps at night. I don't know. I would never go out alone at night.
Really give it a try. So you think I should go outside and walk around at night? Yeah, what's the problem? Yeah, a 21-year-old woman outside alone at night. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, yeah, you get it now? You're scared of the dark. No, even outside of relationships,
I mean, I am. But yeah, I'm also scared of potential, like, creepy people.
Seems like men and
catch with the lone women at night. Brackets
women
joke.
can't even be friends anymore. So instead of talking to each other, we turn to social media to tell us about each other instead. And sadly, this only makes it worse. The problem is that social media exaggerates minor issues and makes them seem bigger than what they are. So we're constantly living under the pressure of unrealistic expectations and made up scenarios that have a lot of young adults walking around with a lot of personal insecurity. And those insecurities make us hypersensitive to any interaction with the opposite sex. Sometimes I'm on my phone and the way some people respond to things on social media, you'd think they killed someone.
Bro, legit. Fucking legit. That's why I had to stay off of social media. And I think I'm gonna try to, like, stay off of social media for a good while unless I, like, make a post or something. But I'm gonna just try to, like, stay off of Twitter a little bit more, bro. That place is so fucking toxic. It's unbearably toxic. Actually, was very nice to not be constantly looking at toxic shit on there, man.
Just for me to go through the thread and see the most harmless post ever. Even the most simple disagreements end up becoming commentary on both men and women at large. We're throwing everyone in the boxes they don't fit in. And now the things that make us unique are instead used to criticize and classify us. From our dating preferences, sexuality, career choices, and even our hobbies and interests. There's no room for individuality anymore. It feels like everything you say and do is judged against every other person.
Oh yeah, it definitely does feel like that. I don't know, like, personally, for me, it's even more amplified, right? Like, my personal feelings, but, like, constantly, like, on social media, people constantly make fun of each other, like, non-stop. Like, literally, like, some dude, like, going up to a woman and, like, just giving her a note that she's cute or something, and she's making fun of it on social media. Like, what do you think why guys don't do that anymore? Because they're constantly being made fun of. Or, like, okay, this, like, is more prevalent, like, it happens more for, like, males, right? But, like, the opposite also happens, sure, it does. But it's just, like, ridiculous, man.
So if you're too different, you're being performative. But if you're too similar, then you're just like all the others. A man who has any criticism about any woman for any reason is labeled an incel. But a woman who has anything positive to say about a man in any context ever is labeled a pick-me. Obviously, not everyone is like this. But now all of our interactions have become dominated by fear. Women are fearful of men for, honestly, a lot of very valid reasons. You can't always tell which guys are gonna go crazy over a polite rejection.
Oh, true. True. There's a lot of psychos. There are.
And a lot of men are afraid because many women have made it clear that they don't want to be approached. And for the men who at least try to be respectful,
there's also a lot of psycho women.
last thing they want to do is make women uncomfortable. It feels like we're in a stalemate, where if you make one wrong move, it's over. And
bro, also, it's not I don't think it's about that men don't want to make women uncomfortable. It's that men feel like they cannot approach a woman without some repercussion. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, but this is what it feels like to me, like, from, like, simply observing this entire fucking gender war bullshit. Like, with all of these false allegations, like, with being made fun on social media, like, all of that bullshit. Men see a chance of cancellation not wrong? It definitely is. I hate making people feel uncomfortable. Okay, fair. The women you need to fear are the false accusers. Yeah. Absolutely.
And for the men who at least try to be respectful, the last thing they want to do is make women uncomfortable. It feels like we're in a stalemate, where if you make one wrong move, it's over. And again, I don't want to make it seem like bad things don't happen.
We don't want to make women uncomfortable, in part because it's dangerous if a woman feels uncomfortable. Okay, fair. If it's like connected on both sides that way, sure.
I'm just saying that for Gen Z, we're putting ourselves under some unrealistically high stakes for every interaction. Oh, are you giving out free ice cream? Yep, we got chocolate and vanilla. Oh, cool. I can pick anyone I want? Sure. You can have this nice vanilla cone. It has a great personality and is very respectful. And while some people think vanilla is boring, I think it can make you really happy if you give it a chance. Okay. What about chocolate? Oh, well, chocolate is good, I guess. But while on the surface it seems more fun, it's not really the type of ice cream you want to commit to long term, honestly.
What the fuck?
Well, I don't know about all that, but chocolate is my favorite flavor. So I'll take that one, please. Okay, well, consider this. Wouldn't your mom be happier with you bringing home a nice, safe vanilla cone? Oh, my mom likes chocolate too. Can I get an extra one for her? You know what? You don't get any ice cream, actually. That's the problem with you women.
Oh boy.
Never want to give a good vanilla ice cream a chance. That's why you're gonna be 40 with no ice cream.
Oh my god. It's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
What was up with that guy? I don't know. I guess he just really likes vanilla. I think the big thing holding us back is that a lot of Gen Z are dealing with commitment issues and insecurity. But these commitment issues aren't coming from us having a lot of options, but rather everyone is afraid of being taken advantage of. It's why ghosting has become so popular for Gen Z, because when it comes to dating, people think they're
Reminder: idiots think vanilla is racist. Man face palming emoji.
Bro, people think milk is racist. People are dumb.
Feelings are the only ones that matter. It's true that you should put yourself first in your relationships, but it doesn't mean that you should disregard everyone else. There's another real human being on the other side, and they have feelings too. But since we're in this war, the other side isn't seen as a potential partner, but as an enemy to be conquered. There's this bitterness between us where it seems like some of us enjoy seeing the other side lose. Men complain about
Definitely does feel like it. No, definitely does feel like it at times.
Feelings of loneliness, and
From
women
both sides.
applaud that and say they deserve it. And women complain about not being able to find a date, and men celebrate that. We're all struggling, but because we see each other as enemies, we can't even respect each other for trying. There are people still fully fighting this gender war while being in a relationship. Hey, you still coming to happy hour with us? Yeah, I'll be there in a bit. Just making my boyfriend some lunch. You're making food for a man? Girl, it's not 1952 anymore. Why are you doing that? Because he's my boyfriend and I love him? Yeah, but you work those long 12-hour shifts at the hospital and you're still doing all this for him. What does he do for you? Well, yeah, I do work long hours, but when I'm at work, guess who's making me dinner, or walking my dog, or picking me up from the hospital at 4 a.m. when I get off? 50-50 in a relationship isn't just about money, you know.
True.
Yeah, girl, I know. I'm just looking out for you. Don't want to have to hit another ex-boyfriend with my car. Wait, what? Oh, they just called our table. Hurry up with your housewife duties. Whatever. I'll be there soon. I think for many of us in Gen Z, we're dating for the utility and not because we actually like them. A lot of guys want a girlfriend because they want emotional support, affection, and likely a sexual partner too. And women often want something similar. And while these are completely valid expectations to have in a relationship, they shouldn't be your only reasons for dating. There's a difference between loving someone and loving what they do for you. A lot of people don't know what they're even looking for in a partner outside of these things. Some people out there are shallow, but it's probably because they themselves also don't really know what they're looking for in a partner. But just because some people have an opinion, it doesn't mean that everyone thinks that way. A lot of times you end up turning yourself down before anyone else gets the chance to. I know that a lot of men feel overlooked by women, which is why I think that it's easy for some men to harbor a bit of resentment towards them. You're probably trying your best to put yourself out there just to not even get rejected, but completely ignored. Despite your best efforts to stand out, you feel totally invisible, which I think feels even worse than rejection.
Yeah. Alles Gute zum Partnerjubiläum. Thank you.
I have my own experiences with this. In college, there was this girl who had a crush on my roommate. And one day, he told me that she felt like I didn't like her. And I was confused because I had nothing against her. We just didn't talk. The only time she ever interacted with me were to ask about my roommate and what he was doing. So I told her that she never seemed particularly interested in getting to know me. I'm a nice guy, but I don't think anyone enjoys feeling like an accessory to another person. So I just left her alone.
Oh, yeah, I feel that.
Actually, my roommate ended up getting a new girlfriend, and she stopped talking to both of us. But my roommate's new girlfriend seemed far more interested in getting to know me as a friend. And she was always very inclusive towards me and was always really respectful. And they're still together to this day. Who would have...
Damn. Yeah, who would have thought if you actually show a genuine interest in someone, you can actually build a friendship? Wow. Crazy.
Thought that someone who treats others with kindness and respect would have a lasting relationship. It's not about just being nice to someone because you like them, but being a pleasant person to be around in general. You don't have to be performative or a pick-me to get attention from people.
True.
You just need to get...
True, also the word pick-me is fucking overused as shit. Anyone who quote-unquote defends men is now a pick-me. Anyone who calls out anything, who acts slightly different from the herd, is now a pick-me. Isn't that fun? I've been able to pick me. Very early on my first YouTube videos, I've been able to fucking pick me. It's insane.
Comfortable expressing yourself around people and doing it in a way that doesn't offend others. Being nice isn't a personality. You're more than just a nice person. You're you. Anyone can be a vanilla ice cream cone, but some people like sprinkles, or caramel, or a cherry on top. And yes, this is the second ice cream related analogy I've done on this channel. It's really hot outside. Another problem stemming from this gender divide are the endless 50-50 debates. So many people are so worried about being taken advantage of.
Oh my god, literally, who cares? Either one person pays or the other person pays. Who the fuck cares? Offer 50-50 split, like, I don't know, if you're having a date, have the other person pay, have the other person not pay. Who the fuck cares? It's so dumb. Sure, being treated to a dinner feels nice. But forcing it on someone? Bro, just shut up. Who cares? It's so dumb. Will you pay US for subs, Kitsu? Or will you pay us for subs, Kitsu? $5!
In their relationships, that we've reduced them down to something purely transactional. And this leads to a lot of people acting extremely entitled. A lot of guys out there think that just because they pay for a date, that a woman owes them something. And a lot of women have an expectation that men have to prove how serious they are about you through spending money. So there's this weird...
So fucking dumb, man. If you think that your worth can be calculated by spending money in it, you are beyond lost. You are beyond, what's the word? When you only care about... Oh, you are so fucking materialistic, it's insane. Like, bro. Like, liking someone, you can't measure that in fucking money, man. Like, Jesus. And especially anyone can buy anything if you have enough money, right? Who the fuck cares? Gold diggers, sure. Yeah, gold diggers, true. Yeah. They do that a lot too. But like, I forgot what I was saying now. Whatever, let's continue.
Tug of war where each person is trying to get more while giving less. That's not dating. That's what you do at a garage sale. And
Just
it's why
bantering.
acting nonchalant is so popular too.
That's what I tried to do on Baldur's Gate, but fail at with all the traders, and then I just pickpocket their bullshit.
People have the impression that the happier person in a relationship is the one who cares the least. That's not how it should be. We should be going band for band with the caring. Chalant contest. Let's see who can care the hardest. I think people are tired of having to clear so many obstacles just to even get to know someone. Nowadays, there's dudes going to other countries just to get dates. Welcome back to Trad and Chad. Today, we're joined by a special guest, a real alpha male. Thanks for having me, guys. A lot of guys are struggling dating Western women. Some people think it's because of their lack of self-awareness and inability to change. But we know it's because of feminism. Absolutely. You can blame anything on women. After your third divorce, you went overseas to find your wife. Could you tell us why?
Oh god. Is he a passport bro? Is that what he is implying right now? Is that what's going on?
More young men should be doing that? It's simple, really. Western women have rights.
Yeah,
so it makes them think that their opinions matter. Overseas, the women don't ask stupid questions like, who did you vote for? Or why are you 35 trying to date an 18-year-old? Yeah, I hate when they ask that one. Western women are just jealous because overseas women appreciate masculinity. So I never have to bother with feminine things like emotional maturity or growing and changing as a person. Facts, brother. A good wife should never challenge you on anything ever. She should constantly enable all of your behaviors. Exactly. As an alpha male, I'm already perfect and have no room to grow. Speaking of grow, it's time to hear from this week's sponsor, Blue Rhino Male Enhancement Pill.
I got 2 tickets to paradise. Talent.
It's the only blue pill you'll ever need.
Oh
Because
my
when
god.
life gets hard, we get harder.
No!
Bro, I thought you were done watching these guys. Okay, but he was low-key spitting though. Relationships can be scary because they require a certain amount of vulnerability. And opening yourself up to someone means that you have to trust them not to hurt you, whether that be emotionally or even physically. I can't speak for women here, but for a lot of guys I know, one of their biggest fears in dating is being settled for. No one likes being the safe option, the plan B.
Yeah, bro, that sucks ass. Nah. No one likes that. No one.
So I noticed that a lot of male dating advice tends to be some sort of insurance policy against this. And I understand. When you look at yourself and you know you're not the tallest guy or the hottest guy or the guy with the most money, sometimes you might think, why would she choose me first? A lot of dudes are walking around with that thought in the back of their heads, and not for completely imaginary reasons either. That's why a performative man is also one who's deeply insecure. Inside, you don't feel like you'll ever meet the absurdly high requirements to date. So you try to become someone you're not just to get a chance. It's why I think a lot of content creators who are women are popular.
Yo, Lana!
I'm not saying these are all pick-me women who only appeal to men, and I'm not saying their viewers are desperate for female attention. I'm saying that many men are used to hostility from women, and sometimes it can be a good thing to hear a woman on the internet sympathize with your experience.
Yeah, that's what you guys said while you guys are watching. I mean, God, I can't English. That's one of the reasons you guys gave me why you enjoy my content. Like, yeah, and it's totally understandable, man.
I think the problem comes when men externalize those feelings and then take it out on women. And even in community.
Sorry, speaking of the art with all the VTubers and she was cool to see. Oh my god, let me show you guys that. Here. She also commented on, I saw. Look at that, all the girlies, all the women. It's Lara, it's me, it's Alana, it's Shu, it's Rosie, it's Squeechan, it's Rima, but I don't know this person, Lydia VTuber. She follows me, but I don't actually know her, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's continue the video.
Problem comes when men externalize those feelings and then take it out on women. And even in communities centered around women, their audiences are still mostly men. So sometimes they can become echo chambers that reinforce a lot of the ideas that push women away in the first place. I think for both men and women, we look for support from our peers to help us cope with our struggles in interacting with the other side. But we lack the proper perspective to fully understand the issues they face.
Also true.
Women don't
like, men don't understand women, but women also don't understand women. Just letting y'all know, we don't understand ourselves, man. Like, it's just awful to be a woman, you know? Just sucks.
fully understand the depth of the challenges men face, and men are blind to what women experience on a daily basis. So sometimes we say things that are a bit insensitive to each other's struggles, and that's what keeps pushing us apart. But as bad as things can get sometimes, I don't think Gen Z is completely hopeless. I think the majority of us have all reached the conclusion that dating apps are garbage and honestly a little dehumanizing. Even the companies that claim to give women the power have been trying to shame them into jumping into the sea of desperate men that they've created. We're starting to desire more sincere connections over convenience. And Gen Z is even willing to put in the extra effort to do so. We just don't know how. So when you're a not creepy guy looking to improve his relationship with women, you might not even know where to start. And I think the first step is understanding one key concept. Women are people too. I know it sounds simple, but so many guys—
No way. There's no way. There's no fucking way women are people. Stop lying. No, I'm not a person. As no. Women, people, it can't be! No!
Guys seem to think that women are a completely different species, which is why a lot of guys seem to have this idea that in order to get a girl—
I wish men got periods instead of women. What? What?
You have to trick her into liking you. The problem is—
Literally, who the hell opens with that? Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down! Women doesn't exist, they are fiction. True! To get a girl, be a girl. Just be a woman.
Problem is, women are smart. Oftentimes smarter than you. So being performative isn't really gonna get you anywhere. All right, bro. I got my matcha, my black nail polish, and my Labubu keychain. I'm ready to finally get some girls. Sorry, bro. Performative method got patched. Already? But I got matcha. Patched. Black nail polish? Hard nerfed. Even the Labubu? Already vaulted, bro. The Labubu method is vaulted? Bro, that was my conversation starter. We need a new meta, bro. These girls catch on quick these days.
Ooh, oh my god, the duck. Welcome to the crypt, that's so cute, what the fuck?
Bro, being a male manipulator is hard. I'm gonna go back to being myself. Excuse me. Did someone here order a record player and 14 Claro vinyls? Oh, you can just take those back. I won't be needing them anymore. It sounds cliche, but you should genuinely just be yourself.
Literally,
and I know that's hard when social media—
Also, just, I know a lot of people long for a relationship, but try to, like, not actively go out of your way and search for one. It's gonna happen when it's gonna happen. Forcing it usually never lasts. Usually never lasts, man. Because it's built on, I don't know. It's not natural. I don't know. Just live your life. Do whatever you do daily. You know, play video games, chill out, hang out. One day you'll find her. Or him. Searching too hard leads to high body counts? Yeah. And no one really wants that. Play League? No, sorry. Sorry to tell you, that one got patched out too. You can no longer find a partner on League. That doesn't work anymore. That worked like 8 years ago. Something like that. Doesn't work anymore.
Constantly tells you aren't good enough. But you don't have to fake being someone you're not just to get women to talk to you. You shouldn't need a meta build just to play the game. That ruins all the fun. What I think we're missing are genuine friendships between men and women. I think if we started talking to each other again, we'd have a better idea of what we both expect from each other. I know a lot of guys don't trust women with their more vulnerable side because they're afraid that women will either use that to hurt them or see them as weak and leave them. But I think in reality, a lot of women are very sympathetic to the male experience. Despite the conversation online, I think a lot of men really value a woman's perspective on a lot of things.
I'ma be honest, I can totally see that because, I mean, I got all of you guys here. I mean, a lot of you guys found me through my reaction content, so I believe him. I believe him.
It can be very reassuring to hear something positive about yourself from a woman who isn't your mom. However, just as men don't want women to take advantage of our vulnerability, we shouldn't take advantage of theirs. A lot of women who are open to bonding with men often have the same issue. As soon as you allow a guy to get close, he decides that he's in love with you. Now it's awkward. If you're a guy trying to become better friends with women, don't be so—
Bro, and a lot of times, like, not always, right? But it can happen that a guy is just mistaking actually being in love with the person because it's the first time anyone actually showed actual care for the person. It's, bro, this entire fucking gender war is such a fucking mess. It is such a fucking mess, man. I wish I could find a guy like you. No! Oh, bro, that was painful. That one's painful.
So desperate that you fall in love with any woman who's somewhat nice to you. Sometimes women just want to exist, but they're often in the impossible situation where a guy they thought was their friend ends up confessing to her. And then when she rejects him, he stops talking to her. So you can see how it's difficult for women to become friends with men too. But then the question is, when is it appropriate to talk to a woman you might be interested in? And I won't lie, this is hard because respectfully, women are kind of bad at shooting their shot.
True. Most women think they're sending signs and their signs are literally not there. There's nothing. There wasn't a sign. It was, she just stood there. She just stood there and looked in his general direction. Oh, I was sending so many signs. Why isn't he talking to me?
Most guys aren't the best either, but women take it to a whole nother level. They either come on way too strong or more often, barely at all. So how was it hanging out with that guy you liked the other day? Did he make a move? It was fine. I just don't think he's interested in me at all. Really? Why do you say that? I mean, I gave him the most obvious sign and he didn't even do anything.
Okay, what was it?
Hey,
Let's see.
It's been hot lately, so I figured I'd stop and get some drinks on the way here. This one's your favorite, right? Oh yeah, I love these. Thank you. Oh, that is so obvious.
That could literally just be a nicety. Is that a word? This could literally just be anyone being nice. How's that a sign?
Men are so dumb. I know, right? Maybe he likes boys. After years of terrible online dating, I think we all agree that we should be a bit more open to approaching people we're interested in. Someone finding you attractive.
Bro, and then worst case scenario, right? Because women are pretending those shit as signs, then when a person mistakes it as a sign, they got offended by it too. Like, I can't take it anymore.
Shouldn't be scary or embarrassing. I know a lot of us hate being perceived at all, but you don't have to ask someone to marry you as soon as you meet them. It honestly could just be as simple as asking for an opportunity to get to know someone better casually. And this doesn't only apply to dating, but to friendships too. You're not going to be someone's best friend day one, but maybe extending an invitation to hang out with someone new could be the start. Women aren't the single solution to male loneliness. It starts with us. And men aren't the single solution to women's problems. I know that when you're a young guy who tries his best to be respectful, it can sometimes be hurtful to hear some of the things women say about men. And a lot of guys like to say, not all men. I agree that it's not okay for women to say some of these things too. But I also think that it's important that we make an active effort to be a part of the solution. So many guys are afraid of seeming like a simp or a pick-me that they fail to stand up for women when given the opportunity. I'm not saying you need to be—
That's also very true. Very, very true. Like, Jesus, like, there's nothing you personally, like, you on a personal level can do against this, because it's just society. It's just fucking society that's bad. Must go to sleep, got early work tomorrow, so I thank you for the stream today, kids. To see you around. Everyone, see you. Thank you for hanging out and have a good sleep.
A white knight and swoop in to save a damsel in distress, but you can help women see men in a more positive light on an individual level by doing your best to make sure they feel safe and comfortable around you. I think you'll find that women who trust you will also stand up for you too. I think it's important that we're more open to understanding instead of arguing, which is why I want to say that I didn't make this video because I have the answer to ending this gender war. I just wanted to share my own perspective as a Gen Z.
Yeah, there's not really, I don't think there's any stopping of the gender war. Everyone's just gotta ease up, right? Like, more people have to, like, I guess, speak up against the bad behavior and denounce it, and at the same time show that there's, like, normal people still out there.
guy on what we're facing. I know some people might think that this video oversimplified a lot of things, and you're probably right, but I hope that I can at least help make the conversation a little more productive. And I know that I focused on the male perspective a lot as well. Unfortunately, IP standing up, so I can't speak too in depth about the women's point of view. So I hope that any women out there can also help contribute to the discussion. Maybe some of those creators I mentioned earlier. People love to talk about how Gen Z is cooked as a generation, but I think people just have a lot to say because we're the first generation growing up with a comment section. But for Gen Z men and women, I don't think we should be on two different teams. We belong on the same team, fighting together against things like loneliness and heartbreak. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitter.
Yo! Peace. Good video, man. I enjoy his videos. He really makes great videos. We've been watching his stuff forever. I think when he had like 15k subs or something. Bro, been really nice seeing him grow. Really awesome videos. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Enjoyed it. 10 out of 10. The alpha's fucking well done at this point, bro. What about Gen Beta? They're cooked. Like, what is it? Gen Beta's won this year? I don't know. I don't know. Like, Gen Beta is coming soon if they didn't already.